Okay, so last session we discussed about data types in JavaScript. In the data types, we learned about number type, right? So, how do we convert the numbers and all? We discussed about number type. So, in primitive types, one is a number type. So, what is number type and how to deal with it? Next, important after understanding the number type, we need to know about the string type. What is string type? So, technically, what is a string? How to deal with the string? Let's see. So, first point, you should know that string is a literal with a group of characters. String is a literal with group of characters enclosed. Enclosed in, we have three options: double quotes, we have single quotes, and backtick. Backtick. Double quotes, we have double quotes. Single quote, we have single quote, and we have backtick. That is backtick. So technically, string comprises of double quotes, single quote, and backtick. What is difference between these? Actually, literal means literal can contain group of characters like alphabet, like number, and special characters. It can contain group of characters like alphabet, number, and special characters. So generally, literal have three differences: is double and single quote. Single quote, double quote, and single quote can be used for inner and outer string. Inner and outer string. That means we can write like this. We have outer. Suppose I am writing A. This is anchor, and this is outer string home. And in that we want here href. Inside that again we cannot use double quote. If already double quote is used, then inside the double quote we have to use single quote. So here we have to write home.html like that. Or there is another thing is you can use single quote for outer string, single quote for outer string, and here href, we have home, we have href, and we have double quote for inner string, home.html. You can give like this. We can put double quote for this. So we have inner and we have outer. So inner string and outer string can be used like this. For example, see, I'm using here a link where link is equal to, I'm using anchor and href. This is home and href is equal to, we can use single quote. And here we define home.html. And that is okay. Document.write, I will put as link. And you can see it works fine. That is the link we are defining. Now, if I use double quote again here, it is not valid. It is invalid. It will not work. You cannot have a double quote, right? You can have single quote outside and we have double quote inside. You can keep like this also. That means you can change between inner string and outer. So that is for single and double quotes, you can use it. This is just home page. So single quote, double quote combinations are these. But what is problem is any expression need to concatenate. Any expression need to concat with string. Any expression need to concat with string. Concatenation means combining with string. That means, for example, I am writing here. We are writing like some age is equal to. And after that, here I want some calculation, then plus. And I have to put a parenthesis 10 plus 20 like this. And again plus some other string like this. Lot of concatenation is required before the number and after the number. We have to use plus for dynamic values. We have to do that. So any expression need to concatenate with string by using plus. By using that plus, we have to concatenate. This becomes very complex. So for example, you can see, suppose I am writing here where user name is equal to, so John, where age is equal to some 22. Now I am using a message 1. I am writing here in double quote, hello. And I need to bring this username. After hello, that username should come. Then we have to put a plus and the variable is username. After that, we have to continue string, then plus, again string. I will write, so you will be. After that, I want age plus 1. Then again plus, in the parenthesis, age plus 1. That means 22 plus 1. And plus, and I am giving next year. Like this, we have to define. That means, hello, user, you will be age plus 1 next year. We will print this and see lot of concatenations. Now document.write, I will print that message 1. Okay, you can see it is going to print that like this. But still not satisfied because there is no gap between this. So we should not put gap like this here because extra spaces before the string, after the string are deleted later. That is the reason for extra space also you have to put a plus and put a blank space like this. And after that, username again plus and a blank space. After that, you will be again plus and blank space. After that, here, so age plus again empty space. This will be displayed little better now. But lot of concatenations. That means you have to write so many concatenations. String expressions and concatenations, so many are required. So many are required. These are all the concatenations we have, right? Now at the end, we will put here BR. So line break. You will put a line break. Now the problem in double quotes and single quotes, expressions we have to concat. But what happened is, so JavaScript ES5 introduced backtick. What is advantage of backtick? Which can embed any expression in a string. Which can embed any expression in a string. Which can embed any expression in a string. We can embed any expression in a string. So ES5 introduced backtick, which can embed any expression in a string. Backtick, how embed expression? That means embedded expression is defined by using dollar curly brace. Like this we have to do. But remember, this expression is not allowed in double quote or single quote. So it is allowed only in backtick. It is allowed only in backtick. That means you have to write like this. You see now, I am writing var message 2. In message 2, I am using backtick now. This is backtick. Backtick is present on tilde key. On keyboard, you will have a tilde key. Beside number 1, you will have backtick. This backtick, remember, it is not single quote. It is backtick. Backtick, I am writing hello. Okay. And after that hello, you just continue your string. Wherever you need expression, you have to put simply dollar curly brace. And here you can write username. After that, continue your string. You will be again dollar curly brace. Age plus 1, next year. This is simple. This is not possible in single quote and double quote. Now I will print the second message also. Document.write MSG2, second message. And you can see the second message also same like first message. But this is more simple and more clean. But remember, many times you people come with a complaint because you use single quote again. You use single quote and you will come with a complaint that it is displaying this like this. Because single quote will not allow expression. Single quote will not allow expression. Double quote will not allow expression. Expression can be only in backtick. Expression can be only in backtick. That means this expression can be only in backtick. So that makes the strings more simple. So this is the difference between single quote, double quote, and backtick. So that means example, I will copy that here. This is example. We have two options. One is message one, another one is message two. With the general single quote, double quote, lot of concatenation you need. Here it is simple. You can handle it in this way. Later, recently in the modern programming everywhere, we use this backticks very much. We don't use much single quote, double quote, especially if we need some expression inside it, then we have to follow that. Okay, this is one point. Means how to write the strings. Three ways: double quote, single quote, and backtick. Now, one more problem here is some characters in string, some characters in string will escape printing. Some characters in string will escape printing. Some characters in string will escape printing. That means they cannot print. Why they cannot print? Because those characters already have some work in compiler. This already we learned in meta characters. If you remembered, I told you regular expressions and meta characters. When we learned regular expressions and meta characters, if you remembered, I told you that D is used for D only. D is used for D only. Then how you can use it for numbers? So slash D. What is slash? Slash will not allow to use it as a character. It will change into numeric. This point already we discussed, right? So if you remember that, the same thing here. That means some characters cannot print. That means, for example, here I am writing some path where path is equal to some path, some D colon slash images slash x slash. So here I said some flower dot jpg, something like this. Now I am trying to print the path, document dot write path. I am trying to print it. Now here, so when I refresh, and you can see it print this. Actually, this is some different character. That and so many slashes are missing. That means now what we have to do, we have to print this slash as it is. Then we have to use one more slash. If any character is not printing, it is escaping, then use slash. Then it can print that as it is. Then it will be better. Otherwise, it will mismatch. So that is common. Not only slash, any character. For example, I am using double quote, and a double quote cannot be printed. Then what we do? We put slash double quote. Slash double quote. And here we have to put again slash double quote. We have to put slash double quote. That means it will print that double quote directly. Any character, if it is unable to print, you have to put a slash. So some characters in string will escape printing. What we have to do to print the non-printable characters, to print the non-printable characters, you have to use slash. You have to use that slash. That is important. Example is this. This is an example of printing non-printable characters. That is non-printable characters. Next, very important is we learned how to present a string, means how to design a string, how to present a string. Now, JavaScript provides several formatting methods. By using these string formatting methods, you can modify the string according to the requirements dynamically. String formatting methods are present. String formatting methods means JavaScript provides some methods which can modify the string dynamically. That means changing the color of string, changing the font size of string, changing bold, italic. Dynamically we can do by using string formatting methods. What is advantage is when you are dealing with the string, we can control the string dynamic. It's regular. For example, see, suppose I am designing a page, head, title, and string formatting, just basic. I will put the body section and data list, data term, username, data definition, text box. Input type is text. ID is username. Now, here, if user is not typing any name inside it, then I want to display some message saying that name required or name must be this much length. I want to show some message. So then I will put a definition here. I will put ID as user error. I want to display here. Now, when to do that? Suppose I click on submit button. That means we have a button register. That means if without entering the name, if I click register button, then it should display a message. The message is nothing but it should display a message that the username required. So, or for example, other properties I will tell you later. Length and all we can use. So, or suppose it is to be between 4 characters to 15 characters, then message must be displayed. So here we have to display one message, but that message color should change dynamically. If correctly entered, it should be in green color. If not entered, then it should be in red color. We want to handle that. In that case, you see now here, when to happen, when register button is clicked. So on click, we will write verify user. It's a function. So write a script. In the script, we have to write a function. What is the function? Verify user. In that, first we need to collect that username, where username is equal to document dot get element by ID. What is it? Username dot value. It will get that username. And we have to get that user error, which is data definition. That means where user error is equal to document get element by ID, user error. That is data definition. Here we are writing a condition. If username is equal to empty, double equal is for comparison. We are comparing. If it is equal to empty, then user error dot inner HTML, because it is a data definition, it should display username required. Okay, that is the message to display. This is a string, am I right? That is a string. And you can display the message. You can see, I click on register, it shows username required, but it should be in red color. It should be in red color. So in that case, here we can put standard color. How we can put? For this data definition, we can put font color as red, but that should change according to message. That should change according to message. For example, username required. Okay. Now here important is, once user types the message, then I should say verified. I should display verified, and I should display in green color saying that verified. That means message should change, message color should change. That means, for example, once they start typing inside, that means we will write here on key up. On key up indicates once they start typing, for every key it will verify. Or we can write on blur. On blur means once the focus is out. That means, for example, I click inside, this is focus. When I click outside, that is blur. That is blur. If you want to verify on blur, then for text box on blur, I will give here verify. So verify name function should come. I will write another function. What is it? Verify name. So, and here we want to display same document. So here we have to get two things. What is it? Username document dot get element by ID. What is it? Username dot value. Another one, user error. User error is equal to document dot get element by ID user error. Later we will learn how to handle reusability. Reusability means without writing every time, how to reuse. For that, we need to learn functions and some examples. As of now, we will write again. Here, we will write the condition. If username not equal to empty. If username not equal to empty, that means it is not equal to empty, then it should display message. What is the message? User error dot inner HTML. It should say user verified. Okay, this message should come. User verified. Just message I am showing. Now you can observe here. I click register. Username required. I entered some name inside it and click outside. It says user verified. That means in the same place, two messages are coming, but the color should change. If I use a standard color, every time it will display the same color. That means we need to change the color dynamically. Then for that, we have string formatting methods. JavaScript string formatting methods. That means these methods are used to format a string dynamically. Format a string dynamically. What are those methods? We have the methods like bold. You know the meaning, no need to explain. You have italic. So you have font size. Font size, here you have to define size. How much font size? We have, so font color, we have to set color, which color you want. We have options like underline. So here we have option like uh, superscript, SUP. We have like SUB, subscript. We have like to uppercase, it converts to uppercase. We have two lowercase, it converts to lowercase. These are all string formatting. But for every purpose, we don't have functions. Whatever functions are there, we can use. But if functions are not there, then we have to apply with styles. How to apply styles dynamically also I will tell you. How to apply the styles dynamically we will see. First, these are string formattings. What is the advantage of these functions? They can format the string dynamically. For example, see now, suppose what I will do when it shows this message username required, then here I can put dot, we can put font color. Font color, which color? Color name. Color name is red. If user verified, here I can add font color. Which color? Green. Or you can use hexa code, 6-character hexa code you can give. So this is changing the color dynamically. Now you can see here, I am clicking this button. It says username required. And I entered some name. Now it says verified. You can change the color dynamically. You can change the color dynamically. I click on register. Now nothing shown, because that message will come when you remove anything. If I remove this and click on register, then it says name required. And you entered something inside it and done, then it says verified. So that means we are changing the appearance dynamically. To change the appearance dynamically, we need this technique. We need these functions. You can apply multiple. Font color red, you can apply italics. Here font color green, I can put bold. I can put italics. That means bold italic. Then you can see that the appearance will be bold italic. It is only italic. John, now you can see it is bold italic. You can apply multiple formats. So dynamically, we have to change the appearance. That you can do by using string formatting methods. So example, I will give this example. I will give this example. One more example I will show you how we can change case. Actually, in many websites, you will see one more example I will show you. I will remove this now. Okay. I will just remove this also. I will just keep this text. Yeah. I don't need this button and all. I am giving another example. Here I will just keep placeholder, name block letters only. That means it will be in this way. Now our intention is when user types inside it, I want to display capital letters only. And actually, several websites, what they do is, even user types in small letters, they convert to capital. That means you even user types in small letters, it is converted to capital. Right? That means in that case, what happens is, here when you are typing anything here, we need to convert to capital letters, convert to the capital letters. There are so many points you can convert on blur, or you can convert immediately for every character. So what I will do now here, we will write an event here. Event is on key up. On key up means for every character. When you release the character, for every character. Remember, on key up, on blur, on click, these are all called events. We will have a separate session on events. There you will learn all events and their functionality. So situation wise, some events we are using in our programs, but later we will learn all events at one place with different examples also. Key up means immediately after every character typed. Immediately after every character typed, I will use here change case. Okay. How to access this text box? Its ID is username. So here I will write a function change case. First, I have to collect username. How to collect username? Document dot get element by ID username dot value. After that, I will use document dot get element by ID username dot value is equal to username. What I am doing is I am reading a value from text box, storing in a variable, and same value I am assigning again to same text box. That means what I am doing here, the concept is we have a text box, we have a variable, and in the text box we entered some John. We are reading this and storing in a variable and assigning to same text box again. That means what is this? Reading from text box and storing same in text box. But this time I am converting that to uppercase. That means we are converting that to uppercase. That means it reads whatever they enter and it converts to uppercase and it will store. These are ready-made functions. You have to write exactly like that. To uppercase, capitalization, everything you have to write exactly like that. And see, when this event will fire up on key up. On key up means you see now I am typing name and you can see every character will be converted into uppercase. Every character is converted into uppercase, right? Suppose depends on which event you write. Suppose I am not writing on key up, I am writing on blur. That means what happens? I typed here. After typing, click outside, then it will be converted into uppercase. That is blur. It depends on when you want to convert. Immediately you want to convert, then instead of blur, you have to use key up. What are other events you will learn later? As of now, immediately means key up. After they finished means you use blur. Blur. So what is advantage of this? While typing itself, it will change and display. That means even they are not typing in capital letters, we are converting into capital letters. That is changing the font. So you can change the font by using and the format by using these functions. This is another example. I will copy this. This is another example. These are string formatting functions. Now many times the question asked is, without string formatting functions, how? We can apply styles. We can apply styles and we can use the styles dynamically. I will show you how to do that. So formatting a string by using styles. By using styles, we can format a string. How to format a string by using styles? Same. So for example, let's take the previous example. Actually, let's take the previous example. This is the previous example. I will copy it. Okay, I will paste here. This is the previous example. In this example, you click, it shows red color, and you entered and it changes to green color. So this, how to apply with styles? Simple actually. What we do is, we don't use these functions. We don't use those functions. If I am not using the functions, it is normal. It is normal. Generally what happens is, now it should be applied with red color. Then actually, through styles, formatting styles is nothing but you can use style property dynamically. You can use style property dynamically. But very important is, style attributes. Style attributes are defined in camel case. That means generally style property is background color. We put is equal to some red like this. Background color, we put some red or green like this. But when you are applying here, it should be like this: style dot background color is equal to red. Like this we have to apply. Suppose I want to apply color, then style dot color is equal to red. Suppose I want to apply font size, then style dot font size is equal to how much? 30 pixel, like this. Understood? Because styles will not take only value, they will take pixels, units also you have to mention. So camel case is this. Actually, how they write? We write color and font size we write like this. Now this we have to write in camel case. So here I hope you can tell now. You see user error. It is displaying verified. Here name required. Now we have to access user error dot style dot color is equal to red. That's how we write. Suppose I want to apply multiple, then again user error dot style dot font. So we have style, font style we can give as italic, font weight as bold, font style as italic, right? That means you can define like this. What about this now? Same user error, right? Spelling wrong is user error. Yeah, here we have user error dot style dot, we have the option. What is it? Color. Color is what? Green. And user error dot style dot. So we have some font weight as a bold, like this. Bold, italic, anything you can add multiple. Now you see, I click register, it shows that I'm entering some name, then it is fine. It depends on how you are configuring. So technically, when you are applying, that will be defined and configured. And you see, font style italic is continuing. You can keep it like you defined as a font style, user error dot style, yeah, dot style, the font style. I can keep it as font style as normal. We have normal, or we have what? So regular like options we can give. Otherwise, it can continue the previous effect and display. These are the same things, but not using, we are not using the string functions. We are using styles. Which one is better? So both have their problems. What is problem in using style? If you are using style, then one more DOM will be working. One is HTML DOM, CSS DOM. CSS object model will be there. That means it is heavy on page, right? But what is problem in HTML? All styles are not there. HTML have limited. HTML is inbuilt, but limited. If you want more effects, then go with style. If you have basic effects, then use HTML enough. That means use JavaScript functions enough, right? So the same thing we can apply here also. Example I will give here. There is another option. You can format by using CSS classes. We can format, so we can format string by using CSS classes. You can format string by using CSS classes. By using CSS classes, you can format string. That is another important point. That means if you have Bootstrap or CSS, you can simply format. How? To format string by using CSS classes. That means you can apply any CSS class instead of style by using class name, property. We can use this class name property. So for that, you see now, suppose if there is a problem, I want to apply a class for, remember, I want to apply a class for any particular location. Here we need first link. Relation is equal to style sheet. Link href is equal to node modules, bootstrap dist css, bootstrap.css. Okay. I'm using bootstrap. All these effects I am removing. All these effects I am removing. And here I will put container fluid. Okay. Container fluid. Okay. Now here I click on register. I want red color. I entered some name. I want green color. Simple. This time, if username required, here I can apply user error dot class name is equal to text danger. That's it. Text danger is already color na. It is a CSS bootstrap. And here what we have to do, user error dot class name is equal to what? Text success. Text success. That's how we are configuring. Now let's see here. I click danger and I entered here some name and it is success. You can add multiple classes also. What are the multiple classes we have? We have like font bold, right? That means here when I am entering something, it will display that if it is having that font bold. CSS is having font bold or not, you need to know that. That means for any content you are applying here. So what is the class here? Font weight, right? So here we have font bold option is not there. We have font monospace. We don't have like bold like. These are options like font weight bold. FW bold is used for bold. Then you can apply this class anywhere. You need to know the CSS classes. That means how to apply. Here we can apply the option FW bold. That means you entered something here and defined it will be bold. You can write your own classes and apply. For example, if not valid, this text box should be red color. And if it is valid, text box should be green color. Then how do we handle that? That means now here, if it is valid, so then we can write our own styles here. Let me write a style. In this style, I am defining as a invalid style. What should be invalid style? Border as 1 pixel, solid red color, and color here we will put box shadow 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 2 pixel, and red. Like this we are defining. How to configure that? Style valid style border I defined as 1 pixel solid and green, and box shadow 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 2 pixel green. This is invalid style, valid style. Now what we will do, if here I have to apply for text box, how to access the text box? Document dot get element by id username dot class name. Class name is equal to invalid style, like this. And here I will access the class name. Here we will access the class name as valid style. Now you can see when I click on register, it changed the effect for the text box also. I entered some value, then it will be normal. That means we can apply the styles dynamically. For that, we need to define these classes. So we can apply the class name property. That means we have to access syntactically document dot get element by id. So text box something dot class name is equal to CSS class name. You have to use. We can apply multiple class names by using space. Same example is this. This is an example. This example here we are using the class name invalid style, valid style. For that, first we are writing those styles, valid style and invalid style. So formatting the text dynamically is done by using these things. Actually, we can do a lot of such dynamic interactions. But for that, we need all the language features to learn. We need language features to learn. For example, suppose you see here, I am giving one more design here. Suppose we have a form. Let's create one form. I will take a new example. I will take a new example. So register.html. Okay. Let's design here doc type HTML head title register and in the body and we will put a form and here we will define register and the data list with the data term username and data definition input type is text and another data term is password. Data definition input type is equal to password. Okay, like this we have some form and we have some email. Okay, and input type as email. Okay, and here we have a button. So button is registered. And technically we have a style and we have form. So border as 1 2 pixel solid, some black or some gray color and padding as some 20 pixel. This is the form we have for registered. That is the form we have for register. Now I am just creating this form and we will do one thing. We will keep entire form in a div and a class as container. And here we are applying so dot container display flex justify content center align items center height as some 400 pixel. It looks like this. Now here above this register, I am using a div. Input type is equal to checkbox. And here we say dark mode. And here we will put form switch. And here we have form check input. But this all requires, yeah, class container fluid. This requires a bootstrap. Relation is equal to style sheet. Href is equal to node modules bootstrap dist css bootstrap dot css. Okay, that is fine. That is the appearance. And when I click on dark mode, it should change to dark mode. Then generally we have to do that when this checkbox is changed. That means for this checkbox, we have to use on change. On change means when checkbox is changing. On change, then we have to write here change mode. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to apply for the form we need to apply. Huh? Right. So yeah, I will keep the function here script. I will write a script function change mode. Now what it should do is it should apply the form with some color. Then how we can do that? Based on checkbox. That means first we will access this checkbox. How to access the checkbox? ID I will give as theme. Okay. So where theme is equal to document dot get element by ID theme. It is checkbox. We are writing if theme dot checked. That means if it is selected, then document dot get element by ID, or we can access document dot query selector. We can access the form. For the form, we are applying class name. We are applying the class name. What is it? So BG dark I will apply. P3 I will apply. Padding 3. Background BG dark is background dark. Text white I will apply. That means I am applying these all classes for the form. For the form. But here, see here, the point is I click dark mode, it will display like this. And I change this now, it should be normal again. That means if it is checked, this should happen. Else, you need to keep it to normal. That means what we have to do, document dot query selector. So we have form dot class name, which class we can use BG light. We can apply P3 and we can put text dark, right? We can keep like this. That is alternate color here. I click here, it will be displayed again normal. That means we are changing the appearance here dynamically. For example, suppose we are using button here. Suppose document dot query selector, we have button dot class name. What is the button class name? So BG, we say suppose light, BG light, not BG, it is BTN, BTN and BTN light. BTN light, we are using like BTN light and W100 like this we are displaying. That means I click here, the button also will change like that. If not, then again the button can be changed to normal. Again same, right? We'll copy that, we will change that. What should be here? BTN what? Dark. It should change to button dark, right? That means we are transforming here. So dark and light. By default, which color it should have? We can put that color also by default there. By default, which class it should have? Suppose dark, then we can apply those classes. Class BTN and BTN dark. That is the default apply. And W100. It will be by default like this. And I turn on the mode, it will change like this. I will turn on that and it will be like this. That means we are applying the effects and changing dynamically the appearance of it. We can do that by changing the format of the elements and controlling them. We can apply styles, we can apply classes, we can apply so many. So this is depending on the radios or checkboxes you are using. Here I am using checkbox, I can define. Later I will show how to use radios. That means I can put 3-4 themes by using a drop down and I can ask them which theme you want. If they select primary theme will apply. If they select danger theme will apply. For that we need drop downs and selections to happen, right? We can do that also. That is not a big concept. But for that we need to learn some more conditions. This is applying the classes dynamic. That means here our complete performance is based on class. We are formatting the content by using class. This is example theme, right? This is an example for that. Here, based on checkbox we are using. If checkbox is checked, that means dark mode on. Then we apply all these classes, and not, then we will apply these classes, right? This is dynamically how do you control the options. These are all string formatting related functions. Means string formatting can be done so many ways, by using JavaScript methods, by using styles, by using classes. Next, very important, we have to know JavaScript string manipulations. How we can handle the string manipulation related functions. String manipulation related functions. String manipulation means extracting the string, removing a part of string, reading a part of string, searching the string, knowing the character codes of the string. So verifying whether it is matching with regular expression or not. So many string manipulation functions are there. So we have like char at, we have like char code at, we have like index of, we have like last index of, we have like substring, we have like sub str, we have like slice, we have like match, so we have like concat. So concat is related to arrays we will not see here, later we will see. And we have so many options which are related to manipulations. I will give a complete list. These are used for string manipulation, starts with, ends with, split, so many are there. I will give with examples, we will see how to handle them. That we will see in next session. Tomorrow we will see them, right? Tomorrow some more examples we will see with the help of these functions, how they are used in string formatting in real time, right? Verifying passwords, verifying credit card numbers, starting with, ending with, is it containing that character or not? All such things we do by using string manipulations. That we'll see tomorrow. Okay, right? This all you need to practice. And one more point is, one small announcement is there. I will upload this tomorrow into classroom. Infosys is coming to Naresh Technologies off campus. People who are attending offline, for them Infosys campus drive is there. So in before April 15 you have to submit the form. I will give you the form. This is only for offline, right? Offline. So some campus drives are going on. Infosys is coming. This week only they will come. I will share the details in the classroom tomorrow, right? And they need people with basics of various technologies. Fresher they need, experience they need. Fresher package starts from 6 lakhs, right? And Infosys means it will be very strict level pattern of interview, right? You have to be having correct qualifications also. Those I will tell you what qualification they are looking for. I will tell you tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow I will share that document with you, right? Tomorrow will continue.